Yeah, we're back. We're back.
What's up, people?
Yeah. This is not episode 9? Episode 9.
Yeah, it's episode 9, man.
Yeah, nine.
Trying to keep up.
All man, y'all listening on Apple Podcasts, y'all listen on Spotify, give us that good rating, say it's in, like, comment, subscribe. Whatever.
Make sure they listen on everything. It don't matter.
Yeah, man, like, comment,
Don't discriminate.
If you listen on Apple Podcasts, go ahead, watch it on YouTube. Go listen on SoundCloud.
Spotify, all that. Yeah.
Watch it twice.
Anywhere.
Watch it twice if you want.
I mean, if you want to.
I mean, may miss stuff.
As many times as you want. I mean, I got no limit.
Yeah, you may miss something in that first listen through.
I agree. What's been going on with y'all?
Right there. Good Independence Day.
Oh yeah, happy Independence to the Bahamas, man.
Yeah, man.
The Mother Nation.
Trying to get some rest in, you think? Yeah.
What I was thinking, what normally happens when it's on a Saturday? I forget. Does it happen on the Friday or the Monday?
It was Friday for you.
No, I'm saying
no, he said if it's on the weekend.
If it's on the weekend, it goes to the weekday. So if it's Saturday, you get the Friday. If it's Sunday, you get the Monday.
Okay, makes sense. Yeah. Yeah, but no, like I say, I'll be Independence,
Yeah, man.
Trying to get better.
47.
We need to do better as a nation, but I mean, that's neither here nor there.
Come on, guys. Just still love it, though.
Yeah, no.
Love it.
That's the place,
I
man.
love it for real. I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. You know what people ain't loving?
Okay.
It's that NBA bubble, bro. You seen plenty videos coming out about what's going on in that bubble.
All names, man. All names.
It ain't. The bubble is definitely not paradise. From what I've seen,
No,
it's definitely not paradise.
Yeah, I think it was JL. Someone else said that's prison, bro.
Bro, I mean,
I saw Pat Bev say, you gotta make it yours, and Lou Will had the big mic set up. He ready to rap because Lou is rap, right?
Yeah.
So Lou had it set up straight, but he was like, "Boy, you gotta make it what it is, boy."
Yeah.
I guess.
I mean, that's your home. That's your home for the next couple of weeks, couple of months, whatever, however long it takes. So you gotta make it yours. You can't just go in there and accept things for what they are currently. You just gotta go make it your own personal space. I saw Aiden brought his gaming setup. I mean, you need to work on his game.
Same with Pod Bev. Pod Bev bring PS4 too.
Yeah, so like you gotta make it your own. You gotta make it feel like home. Even though it isn't home, you gotta make it feel as much home, much like home as possible.
Yeah. Like I said, John Moran say, he said, well, he ain't really care, but he only come to hoop at this point. He ain't really trying to care if it's fancy, he don't care.
I agree. I mean, hey, you gotta look at the perspective, right? Like, okay, John Moran is a rookie, right? So
okay, he ain't used to a lot. That's what you said.
Huh?
You trying to say he ain't used yet?
That's what I was gonna say. Is that you just come from college, so you still assimilating to this. Not to say it's a bad thing. Obviously, that's just human nature, right? You're still assimilating to the league standards hypothetically. When you look at
this is great.
Yeah, when you living in a dorm, you just living in a dorm or apartment potentially. You know what I mean? It is what it is. You going to school, hooping, whatever. But when you look at some of these guys who making, like J.R. say, 10, 20, 30, 40 million dollars. Not to say that you trying to be bougie or nothing, but I mean, you expect some type of thing. JR was saying that he didn't even get a sheet, bro.
But I mean, you expect the NBA to keep up with people who making 10, 20, 30, 40 million.
I ain't saying keep up with people who making 10, 20, 30, but I do feel as if there should be a standard because obviously, like I'm saying, this is the assets that you have as a league. So you gotta treat them properly because I know it's a choice to come and ball, but even in this circumstances and normal circumstances, I feel like y'all should have a standard of how y'all gonna present them with nutritious meals and do all this other stuff. And like we say, we already talked about the amenities, you know what I mean? But I was just saying they should at least have 2 to 3 chefs for each team because it ain't like this the whole league.
Yeah.
And they pay them. the amount of cash they spent on the chefs coming through was not gonna be a tremendous amount of money. I feel.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? So
Yeah. It's probably gonna get better over time, especially if they see the feedback and like it is not being hidden. Like the world can see the feedback of
yeah,
what the players are saying, so they have to make it better in a way. So
See, the only thing I agree and I slightly don't agree with that. I think the only way they'd actually do that if it starts to affect their performance on the court. So
and that's too late.
that'd be too late. But if it affects their, I really shadow. If that affects their performance on the court and they try to link it back to how they're living, they'll be like, okay, let's try and up these guys' comfort.
Yeah, because that's the same thing what JR say, bro. He said a very good point. He said, y'all want us to act like we was Ferraris, but y'all want to give us Chrysler gas. It's like, that don't make no sense. And then you want to talk about how his body breaking down, and you give him Skittles and Twix and things to eat. And like,
yeah, but they eat junk food
but I
on
mean,
a regular basis.
I know unforeseen circumstances though. So it's like driving a Ferrari in a hurricane right now because it ain't a perfect climate. It's not a perfect climate.
I get that it ain't a perfect climate, but I feel like as a global league, y'all are the ones that have the access to produce out the ass. Really, I don't know. Y'all have access to it. It ain't like y'all have the bag distributors to come say, yeah, but please give us some chicken. Like, no, bro. Like, y'all's the league and Disney, bro. Like, come on, man. That's how I look at it.
I mean, damn, all Disney ain't perfect. You know, he's making jokes about it. He's like, wait, they probably got to deal with seeing Mickey every day. So
that's true. I agree. I understand they're perfect either, but
I think it'll get better. I hope it get better.
But I know
Limitations, I feel.
Unless they want to turn it up, unless they budget it. See, we could be wrong too, which I really don't believe that they did. What they could have did is budgeted a certain way where the early teams who ain't in the playoffs get all of this, and then when the playoffs come, you bump up what players are actually getting. I'm guessing, but I really think that's a far-fetched scheme because, like I said, I don't think it's a big budget hit if they went the full however months for all the teams that there.
I mean, how many people are complaining though?
Well, this is publicly. I could name off at least 8 in my head publicly that came out on IG or whatever social media to say something. Now the ones that talking privately, probably the ones don't even have a big voice. Someone who come to mind on the miles who potentially could have a problem is like Donnie Finney-Smith Jr. Like, who cares about it? What do you have to say? You see what I'm saying? Like,
why did that come to mind? Why did that come to mind?
I just saw a post from the Miles. I'm just saying that that's a role player that no one will hear, but JR will get the ads. Lou will get the ads. Pot Bear will get the ads, but he won't. You know what I mean? So.
You're right.
Well, everyone ain't reached Orlando yet, so maybe it's just working towards. Yeah, it should have been in place before, but maybe it's a working towards thing, like you said.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So
we can see. I really don't think that's the case for VLC.
I mean, once they start playing, I don't really think it's gonna be like, yeah, I worry about my sheep. I try to win championship at this point. But I mean, it is a problem and a concern, but
yeah,
I feel like they should have it handled.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, we can see. You see Jamal Crawford going to the Nets now too.
He deserve it.
I agree.
Good fit.
I agree. Huh?
That was a good fit. That's a good fit for him.
Yeah, I mean, the Nets ain't gonna do nothing, but it is a good fit.
That's definitely doing that.
Yeah, and Kendrick Perkins, the big instigator. I think he watched that Odyssey Dreams video and he takes some notes from that instigating video because he come talking about, oh yeah, bro, Jamal Crawford, congrats to the greatest 6-man in the world, bro. I'm like, Jamal Crawford has a great case.
He's okay. Yeah.
He has a great case. He's still top 3. Come on. At 6-man, he's probably top 3.
Yeah,
currently? You mean currently?
Not currently.
Ever?
He's
top 5 at least, bro. I think he didn't win 2 6-man.
Ever for sure, but not currently.
All right, are you basing Six Man on them winning the award? Or are you basing Six Man on what they actually do for the
I
team?
base it on, I think the award counts
Okay.
for something, and I think it's a combination, but I think the award holds a trump card, if you ask me, because that is the embodiment of being that player for that year. Granted, some players lose out on some awards because red tape or whatever, probably. I don't, but I use them both. Now, currently, no, Jamal is not the best six man right now, but I think Kendrick is using history, not currently.
Okay. So you say that's a trump card. So what about this? Say somebody got the six man of the year award once. And this other guy was just getting it second every year.
Yeah.
You
See,
still going
the
to way
one who's
better
second is
ones.
more consistent. I agree.
Yeah. Okay.
However, I do feel as if you're, I'll be blunt, if you're that nigga, if you're that nigga, you should not be coming second every year too, though.
Okay.
See, the thing is with Six Man, Six Man is it's kind of, I wouldn't say it's touchy, but a lot of these guys were starters. They're like, you could get the one. I think one of the criteria for the award is you can't start more than you come off the bench. In essence,
Yeah, I think it's a percentage thing.
so let's say a person.
Percentages.
So let's say a person starts. How many games is it? Used games. Let's say a person starts 38 games, and they come off the bench. The other ones, let's say they would have a it would be more tailored to them than whatnot. Like I would prefer Manu. And honestly, I would prefer Manu over Crawford, Jamal Crawford. I feel like Manu brings more. Manu is a distributor, scorer.
Yeah. More. I was talking to one of my coworkers today. I was like, "Wait, Manu, he just used to get under your skin for no reason." I'm like, "How is this man doing this, bro?"
I think the percentages never assisted Manu though. I think the percentages was always that he started more though.
No, Manu. Thing is, you looking back, Manu never used to start you though.
No, I'm saying the percentage. If we look at it, I don't think Manu never won. Manu never won 6-man, right? What I'm saying is that in regular season, you saying that he don't start, but when you go possibly, I could be wrong, but possibly when you go look at the stats, I feel like the only reason why he potentially wasn't in the running was because he didn't meet the percentage criteria. Because Manu used to start. Manu used to start, bro.
He used to start. He used to like spot starts. He more often than
not. Saying, if you have a back-to-back Cadero, right? Or like let's say you have.
He won it in 2008.
Huh?
He won it in 2008.
He won one. Okay. But that means his percentages was still decent enough. But it depends on which year. But I think some years, I don't think he was in the running because of percent. I could be wrong, but.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a lot of with numbers.
I'd rather Manu over Jamal for real though.
Because I'd be like Lou Will. I look at Lou Will and be like, this man is not supposed to be coming off the bench. Like he's supposed to be a starter. Yes, I'm like, if you averaging 20-some points,
yeah,
you're coming off the bench for.
So yeah, like I mean,
probably now in the Clippers, but not. But
yeah,
I mean, it's like
Lou will tell the story on Gilbert Arenas podcast. He basically saying like back in the day, you remember when he came with Philly, he used to play with Allen Iverson, right? So
yeah,
Allen Iverson was more of the type to tell him embrace the role that you have, and that's when I think Allen Iverson to get injured and he was starting. And then when Allen Iverson come back, they tried to put him back on the bench. So early on in his career, he used to say that. He used to be like, I would rather start. But now he say, even after the fact, he got so comfortable with coming off the bench, he's still getting starter minutes. So he say he don't have a problem with coming off the bench because some guys, like, they just can't come off the bench, you know what I mean? But he can and still have starter minutes and still play that role. So
if you have starter minutes, does that really qualify you to be a 6-man?
That's when it's scared.
And this when we talk about this how it leads to the pitcher thing. That's why I asked if the starter start, how does it affect his win percentage, right? In terms of that. So I feel like that's more of what's going on there, in my opinion. But they still say that the starter is not a starter. It doesn't matter how much minutes you play. Now if they start to do minutes, that's a bit tricky. That's
what they should do.
Because
I don't think so.
Only twice in Manu's career, he played over 7. He started over 7 games. Only twice in Manu's career, he started over 70 games.
Only twice he started over 70.
Yep,
But that's
50%
still,
of
you should look at 40, you should look at 50 as the guideline. Because
no,
I
but I'm
think
saying 50% or 50.
I think the percentage for 6 man, if I'm not mistaken, is 55. You have the bench 55 of the season.
Yeah,
That's
Manu.
I could be wrong, but I think that's the percentage.
So how many minutes did Manu use the average?
Manu, between 22 and 30 for the like majority of his year, just do a rough average. Late in the years, it was going down to like 22, 20, 18, and whatnot. But
yeah, he was getting close to that. Manu was an X factor though. I used to be like, okay, he got the steal, 3-0 and one. I'd be like, what? Like it never used to make sense. Like
Manu was an X factor for sure, but like I mean, in terms of his impact on the game, I feel like him and Lou is very in tandem. But Manu had a longer, higher impact than Lou.
because of
You
that
see what I'm
very
saying?
slow
Because he's
Euro
been
step.
doing it. He at least, how much times he averaged 20? Or like was close to 20? Probably a lot. I'm sure.
Probably.
But I mean, I don't know. I just prefer. Well, that's tough. I never thought about Manu,
20 games.
Manu bad though, huh?
Wait, you mean 20 points?
Yeah.
In his career, over the course of the season, never.
Never?
He never averaged 20 points.
He's a different type of player too. It ain't about points with Manu. It's about
him changing the game.
I mean,
the pace
okay,
of the game.
I being nitpicky. 19.5. 19.5
but he was up
his
there like
highest.
a lot. He was like 17, 18, 17.
It was 20.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he was like 16, 17, 18.
I be rounding up. Huh?
I think a lot of times he was like 17, 16, 18 a lot.
Oh yeah, roughly.
So I don't know what Kendrick is be running on.
Jamal Crawford might be, I'd say top 5 pieces.
Top 5 easily for sure.
Top 3 might be debatable. There's a lot of
top 3 is debatable.
Yeah, no, I just randomly say top 3. I say top 5 for sure. I'll have to look at top 3, but top 5 for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, y'all also saw that Deshaun Jackson stuff. That's my boy, but
yeah, I know what he's thinking.
I
don't know.
I couldn't defend you, bro. You're my boy, bro. But
you gotta do better with that one.
I ride for you, but that's a rough one.
It's timing. It's timing.
It's not about the timing either.
Nope. Like I don't think
choice didn't make sense.
it doesn't. I can't even know. I was trying to think of a way to defend it, but I can't defend it.
No. And what he was telling Shannon Sharp say he spoke to them. He basically saying like they didn't take it the way I wanted it to be taken. So Shannon Sharp was basically saying you gotta look at yourself because you provided something, a quote, in this example, with zero context of what people should take from it. If you provide people with zero context of what they should take from it, you are in the wrong. You are in the wrong. Because when you post something on your social media platform, you basically okaying it.
Yeah.
Without context. If you don't give context, you okaying it. You see what I'm saying?
People could put it whatever way they want to.
Exactly. And that's what Shannon Sharp was saying. And that's what I guess he had to understand. It's like when you don't put context to certain things you're saying, especially if they're in a derogatory tone, hypothetically, in the writing or in the video, that you allowing people to do whatever they want to do with it.
Yeah.
So did he mention how he wanted it to be taken?
So I think he only told us to Shannon. I could be wrong, and this is verbatim. I'm paraphrasing. Don't come at me, but don't at me. But basically, he just said like he wanted to make it seem like I want Black people to look at this and be like, oh, we could also pool our resources. We shouldn't be at one another. We could pool our resources and be a unified front. That's what he wanted to take from that quote.
But I mean, it wasn't like it was coming from a positive place.
No, exactly.
And it was like, you don't have to do that with something that is obviously trying to tear another group of people down. So you could just say it in your own words. You didn't have to quote.
Exactly. Yeah. And that's what I was thinking. I was thinking even if you wanted to present that idea or that ideology, You could have. This what Shana Shop say, and I agree. You could have just did a video.
Something.
You could have just put the video camera on you and say what you had to say, bro. You don't have to present that in a quote.
I'm sure you have a lot of PR people behind you. They can even help you along with how to present it in the best way. And I mean, like, you quoted like one of the worst. I can't even call it there right now, because
No, I ain't getting involved either. I ain't touching that either, but boy, I don't get it. I think they were saying that it wasn't like directly from him, but it was somehow linked to the administration.
That's just as bad.
I agree with you. No, I agree. I'm just saying that it's just linked to the administration. I don't think it's a direct quote, but
I don't even see how you feel comfortable being like, yeah, but I gotta post this now.
That's
like
what I'm saying, bro.
Like, what?
Bro. I don't get that one yet, babe.
I don't know, babe. Deshaun, it seems like you have a moment of peace, and then it's just something is go out, something is happening out the way that is totally uncalled for, and this was that.
Yeah.
This was that. Like y'all said, there's multiple ways he could have done this.
Yeah.
Multiple ways he could have done this. Come on, Deshaun.
Yeah. I mean, we see that Philly end up saying that they're gonna discipline him or whatever, and they file out.
I don't know what that means, but
viewers on it. We don't know what that means, but that's my team. But I mean, this ain't no time to be hypocritical from them too, because Ben Riley Cooper was running off of the mouth. Literally, I shouldn't say literally, but very little was said in terms of the disrespect to certain individuals. So not to say that one is wrong, one is lesser wrong, whatever. I ain't get into that, but y'all ain't gone extreme with Riley, so don't run on with Deshaun. And that's where Steven Jackson was coming from. But I mean, it's neither here nor there. It's a hard position.
I didn't agree with Steven Jackson either, though. That's like,
no,
bro,
I couldn't.
I'm like, I see what you was doing from the beginning, but in this circumstance,
yeah, and that's what I talked to him too. He was like, they trying to find something to pick at you. You doing positive stuff. It's like he say, when you're going to play a basketball game, he used this example. Say, when you're going to play a basketball game, when you see people playing up on the pickup playground, you go into the NBA game now. You going to go on the playground and play them before the game? No. So you picking battles, you picking fights before the battle. You see what I'm saying? Like, why are you going to do that, bro? Don't make no sense. So that's how I look at it. And that's a good analogy with Shannon using for that. So.
I mean, I know a lot of people want to, be in the way of helping and be like, yeah, this should be beneficial for everybody, but it's like a lot of times you got to stop and think first, because a lot of people just want that quick result from what is happening. Oh, you gotta take your time sometimes.
Real talk, but I don't get why these people don't be thinking. Another person who ain't thinking is Randy Moss when he read in the Coke who provide him with record breaking results. I don't get it.
Randy's my boy too, man. I don't understand.
I don't get it.
I don't get it.
I don't think it was a knock. But I think he was trying to just say how they different.
How great Mahomes is. That's what he's trying to say?
Yeah, I think so. I think it's that. Because, Brady's a game manager. Think and dunk. Higher echelon game manager then.
Brady was throwing some bosses.
He was throwing some bosses. What I'm saying.
Brady is a game manager now, but for 15, 17 years, to me, he was not. 15 years.
Tossing the rocket.
Dog, Brady was not a game manager, bro. Stop it, babe. Okay. Nah, I would say that Russell is more of higher echelon game manager. However, Russell Wilson did not have the amount of weapons that Tom had, so it's not Russell Wilson's fault.
So all right.
He's I see what he mean. I see what he mean.
You know, why is Brian looking at me like this? I talking sense, bro.
All right. Okay. So if you comparing Brady and Mahomes, right? And I'll use Aaron Rodgers as that point. Aaron Rodgers is more that daring. He never seen a pass he didn't like.
Yes.
Kind of person, and that's more Mahomes than Brady.
Yes.
So that's like I'm saying. If Randy had, I see what Randy was trying to get at. He's still under Russell Wilson.
No, he could explain your Russell Wilson comment, bro. We got time. Explain your Russell Wilson issue.
How is Russell Wilson a game manager, though? I don't understand.
Bro, I'm pretty sure, I don't even have to check the max touchdowns Russell Wilson ever threw is probably 32 or 30.
That don't mean he don't be throwing, though.
I know.
I feel like a game manager.
I say higher. You didn't hear what I say? I said higher echelon game manager. I'm not saying that he's Trent Dilfer or nothing. Or Joe Flacco. I'm not saying that. I'm just
I feel like,
and I'm not saying game manager is even a bad thing, you know.
I feel like that's what a lot of people say, but I feel like game manager is a bad thing.
I don't think a game manager is a bad thing.
Nick Foles is a game manager when we win that ring.
I feel like for a lot of people, game manager is I had it
slightly.
Because you don't even think Nick Foles is a game manager.
One season. This is one season, man. This is different.
No, Nick Foles. Game managers are not gonna lose you the game.
Game manager for me, exactly. They put it on somebody else's shoulder to lose the game. I feel like
no, not that. I didn't say they put it on someone else's shoulder. I'm not saying it's just a handoff kind of thing. I'm saying that
that's what I feel like.
They're more calculated with their risks.
Exactly, and that's where my game manager definition may be different for real, because I look at it as like in terms of, okay, hypothetically, let's say our outside receiver run a post route, right? Okay. You read the defense, you had a pre-read, the safety is having help on that, right? And you have, let's say, Tyreek Hill on the outside,
in the flat eight,
right? You have Tyreek on the outside, he's running a post route. The outside corner have outside coverage. The safety have inside coverage on him. In my opinion, a game manager would potentially not even throw that pass. Even though that's Tyreek Hill, he's potentially going to outrun them. A game manager would not throw that pass. I think a game manager would look at the defensive scheme. If that was a cover one or whatever, let's just say hypothetically it was a cover one with safety helping out on Tyreek, they would look at the hole in the zones. That's what a game manager to me would do. And that's what I think Russell Wilson would do. Patrick Mahomes, on the other hand,
I feel like
Russell would have thrown a pass.
Game manager, I feel like he's not talented enough to even attempt that. That's how I feel game manager.
Okay, well, that's you. We have different definitions.
And I feel like Russell Wilson, if he would attempt that pass, why are we calling him a game manager?
It depends on the scenario. I don't think Russell Wilson would do that. I think Russell Wilson would wait for that cross at that end to come out and pass it at end.
I need to find some Russell Wilson. I like to post it.
No, I'm not saying that Russell Wilson don't throw or he don't. I'm not saying that. All I'm saying is that in terms of Tom, I feel like when he had weapons, he was a different quarterback than when he was more conservative with the amount of talent he had.
That's automatically going to happen. I feel like with Mahomes, it wouldn't happen. Mahomes don't care who he have. He tossing the rock.
Exactly. So that's why
I think Russell was still tossing the rock, but even when he didn't have receivers.
Russell was. He always had Lockett. Lockett was always his saving grace.
Lockett wasn't there early on.
No, he just get Lockett. But like we saying, Doug, I always was trying to remember the name. I was talking to someone about this. Doug Baldwin is the name. During them runs. No, this is off topic. I couldn't remember the boy name. It was Doug something. I couldn't remember his name, bro. But like I saying, during that time, that wide receiver call was trash. Like,
I know.
That's what I'm trying to say. That's why I don't blame Russell, because you have to play more conservative, and I feel manage the game from that perspective, because you know your defense is the problem. You see what I'm saying?
Russell Wilson is one of the best deep ball throwers in the game, though.
I agree. I can only go off what you show me, Blyden. I know that he can do it, but when I look at your weapons that you've had, we'll use the same example. Now, Aaron Rodgers has had more weapons than Russell, which allows him and affords him.
Early.
Yeah, early, but still, if you even look at the wide receiver right now, Devontae Adams, that takes up a lot of the time too. Greg Jennings was decent at the time. He was decent. Donald Driver, obviously, decent.
Yeah.
Highly decent. Jordy Nelson, decent. Who? Ronald Cobb, decent. That's 5 or 6 wide receivers we didn't name.
Did we explain what Randy Moss said?
Huh?
Did we explain what he said about scoring 30 touchdowns with Mahomes instead of Brady?
No, we didn't say that. We just assumed. You should have done it, actually.
Yeah, but I mean, I know, man. I just feel like the term game manager just means.
I mean, I hear you, bro. That's your opinion.
It means you ain't the star, man. You just there doing what the coach say.
No,
that's what it sounds like.
I don't agree. I don't agree.
You say game manager is someone who don't want to lose the game.
I don't say that they don't want to lose the game. They're not gonna put you in a position. They're more risk averse. They don't want to take as much.
What star really is putting you in the position to lose, though?
That's why we keep saying high echelon game manager.
I feel like he's a star. He's not a game manager. That's what I'm saying.
I feel like he's both.
I guess, but I mean,
but like I'm saying, I'm not blaming Russell. It's the fact that what's around him. You see what I'm saying? You cannot just lice it up to what the boy name who win that game against Packers. I forgot his name. It wasn't Lockett or nothing. But when they did the overtime game, when they beat the Packers and they ended up coming back, I forgot it was the game-winning touchdown. There was one boy, but it was a throw-up, and the boy actually bought him out. And
you're talking about the one with the controversial goal.
I forgot his name. That's what his name? Oh, I thought you say his name. But yeah, like I'm not gonna always throw it up to him. Like I'm not gonna depend on him to win that jump ball. You see what I'm saying? But he did it. He did it. So that's what I'm trying to say. I'm not saying that that's what Russell Wilson actually is. I'm just saying that the weapons against him and around him was trash. Therefore, he had to be that. That's just my opinion.
I feel like you prove you all wrong this year.
Russell Wilson is.
I think you're going off of the numbers to call him a game manager. I think that's what you're doing.
I'm doing both because I actually watch him. I actually watch him, and I actually see that you actually can. You have to play conservative. You have to play because you don't have the talent around you.
I guess.
So, do you think Randy would score more touchdowns with Mahomes than Brady?
I don't think so because Mahomes is not. This is the thing about Mahomes. He spreads the rock.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Even though you're saying that he passing, Mahomes spreads the rock. Everyone
you don't it to anybody.
Exactly. Yeah. Anyone touch the ball.
That's probably why they had so many drops, because some people who he probably shouldn't be throwing to
Denard Robinson.
The ball. I'm like, bro, you wide open. Oh, you dropping this. Please throw it there. I'm tired of seeing this.
Denard Robinson was pissing me off this whole round. I was like, bro.
Yeah, DeMarcus.
Bro, you running a flat, bro. You running like, come on, bro. That's an easy catch. I mean, I should say when you compare to all the catches in the league, it's an easy catch, but it's still a tough catch. But still, come on, bro.
Yeah, I don't know what he's doing out there, bro.
But that's the thing. That's why I respect him, because like when you actually look at what he was saying to guys, dog, in that Texans game, they were slightly down. You know, like their morale of the offensive weapons was slightly down, bro.
Oh yeah.
And tell Mahomes to talk to them and say, I still fade you, I still could pass this ball you. I slightly was like Mahomes intentionally passing to Robinson to show them that I don't care that you dropped that pass.
Yeah. Huh? Yeah, I agree.
So that's how I look at it.
And what I feel with Tom Brady in that season, Randy Moss, Tom Brady didn't get it. He was just tossing it up. He was being disrespectful on purpose to say, y'all can't stop this.
I see a different Tom when he have weapons, bro. It's a different Tom.
Yes, like, he is cutthroat.
He literally is like, he does not care at all.
No. I said triple coverage. I am Matt Stafford right now. I don't care.
That's what I was gonna say. I'm saying he's like Matt Stafford when he have weapons, bro. But
Exactly.
the thing is, he throwing still like 4 picks. That's the
Brady ain't can throw the picks though. That's the thing.
But I'm saying for the season, you playing
okay,
you playing hella risky, and you only throwing 4 picks in those type of seasons, bro. Or 8, I think he threw it. That's to be fair. He threw 8, but still, it's like that's why you gotta respect it, bro.
Yeah. But he was right, man. You get the big contract.
I was hot, you know, when you talk to certain.
I mean, he was close.
When you talk to certain.
What can Arrow say? What'd you say, Arrow? What'd you say?
You know, you weren't close enough, and you wasn't this and that.
Oh, really? I don't know. You got something to say?
No way, he was close. He said he was spot on, but he was close. It's different.
Wait, my thing is, like I say, my only thing was that
97% ain't on.
I agree, it's not. It's not still an A+ though. It's 95 and up is A+.
It's an A
in university.
It's an A+. A+ is
A+ is 100. I don't know, but anyway.
No, that's what I thought. But
anyway, yeah, I know. But that's an A, whatever you want to say. But anyway, all I'm saying is that my bottom line thought was that it's gonna be. I felt it had the capabilities to be a record-breaking contract. That's all I was trying to say. Yeah. I felt like it was a different scenario when both parties was hella interested in getting something done. That's just how it seemed to me.
Yeah.
A lot of times it's not the case. A team is not that heavily invested in a quarterback that early.
That's why Dak is going to worry.
Yeah.
He is going to worry after that.
I agree.
And you won 40-something? You must even an MVP and Super Bowl in the same year. That's all.
The problem is too that Doc said he won 4 years. Doc said he won 4 years. I don't know. I mean, 4 years makes sense to him, but like, Doc, oh my bad, Doc, you won't do nothing. You won't do nothing to me, bro.
Boy, you're losing, sir. You're losing at this point. You were winning, but now the tables have turned very quickly.
Yeah, but I don't know, but we can see. Hopefully, like I say, the best case scenario is that they don't make the playoffs, and Jerry Jones still is like, "Oh, you're worth it, guy."
Oh, that's
and he's still
can't wait for that.
That'll be
still paid, huh?
Can't wait for that.
That would be brilliant.
I agree. This would be the best case scenario for a Cowboy hater. That they do not make the playoffs and they get and they still pay him around $37 million. That's how I look at it.
Oh, I love it.
But I mean, I feel like Deshaun and Lamar need to be up next. So
they are
5 or more years.
Well, the Ravens is a type of situation too where I might go out with that, but the Ravens may be a situation too. I don't think it's the same scenario because it's like they just get sold on it. You know what I mean? It's like they just like, oh, Lamar is that good, you know?
Yeah.
And Texans, I have no faith in them getting anything done, to be honest. But
they can't lose Deshaun Watson though.
If I was Deshaun, I would leave.
That can't happen.
Ask me.
They can lose.
I would.
They ain't committed by winning, bro. They didn't show it.
I guess, but if they pay him good enough, we'll see.
Yeah. Anyway, we should leave that one now. It's good talking to y'all. You know, it's good catching up. Listen on Apple Podcasts, listen on Spotify, listen on YouTube. You know, like, comment, subscribe, like I say. Put the reviews in. We'll be back with y'all with another episode. Y'all take it easy.
Bye, folks.